is up? Hope y'all had a good Christmas or good holiday. Hope you took advantage of the federal holiday and got to hang out with some family or some friends, travel, whatever it is. I hope y'all had a great couple of days away from work, because we all need a break, baby. We all need a break. Everybody does. Today, as y'all know, on the low country, boy, I can't talk today, boy. I'm talking about, I can't talk. As y'all know, on the low country, we are kind of hung up at the moment, waiting on our tranny to get built, which honestly, he already had the parts pretty much to build the tranny. It was the converter we're waiting on. The converter's got to get shipped in from the Northeast somewhere. I think he said Indiana, or I don't know. Anyways, so while we're held up on the truck, I could do some little piddly shit on it, but I'm just not in the mood, to be honest. And the reason for that is it's Saturday, and here in Oklahoma today, it is a beautiful, little breezy, but that's Oklahoma. It's a beautiful day. 63 degrees for the high today, and right now it's like, it's 60 something. It's absolutely perfect. Like, it's comfortable. I'm wearing a t-shirt, I'm comfortable. So what better thing to do, since we're so close on the YZ, to go ahead and run the nuts and bolts down and see if we can give this old girl a ride. Do a little test ride, make sure everything's okay, because today is about the last good weather day we're gonna have here for several weeks. So what I'm gonna do is try to ride it today. If we have any issues or we have any things that we need to work on, I'm gonna have months to order parts, get the work done, and then come springtime we'll be ready to rip. Last night I came out here and dicked around with the back brakes. It took me a long time to figure it out. Man, these brakes work like way different than a car does. And I'm telling you, way different. Like, it is so weird. So, this caliper had gotten locked, so the pistons were seized all the way in, and I couldn't get them to pump out. So I had to take it all the way off, take the lines off, hold my thumb over this hole, and then put air in this hole, and it pushed the piston out. Then I lubed it up, made it work back and forth a couple times. Seemed pretty good, so slapped it all back together. And boy, these things are a trick to bleed. Like, it is truly an intricate process. But I had this little bleeder tool I bought. That thing is a lifesaver. I'm sure some of you guys that do your own work have been told that you need one. I'm here to tell you, boys, you need one. I caught that one. That one's made for dirt bikes, but we used it on Casey's shitbox Durango, and it worked like instant. It was amazing. They're normally like 30 to 50 bucks, depending on which one you got. This one, I was already on Rocky Mountain ATV looking for stuff for this, and on Black Friday, the $32 kit was on sale for like 12 bucks. So why not? And I'm glad I did it, because it made it easier. You just build up, you hook up the line on here, build up a bunch of pressure, crack the line, and it just sucks the fluid right through, pulls all the air out, and then boom, shut it, and you're done. Like that. On a car, I could get a bleed job done quick on a car. These are sorcery. So one little problem, I tried to bleed the front. Austin was out here trying to help me too, and we just couldn't figure it out. Had to do the same thing with this caliper, put air in it and push the piston out, lubed it up, pushed it back and forth a couple times, put it back on, put a little fluid in it. It wouldn't pump at all. So we took the line off on both sides, put air through it, clean. Nothing came out. The lines aren't restricted. So we attached the line back up here and then pulled the lever, and we had the lid off, of course. Pulled the lever, put air through the bottom, because theoretically when you pull the lever, you're opening this, and it should have bubbled, right? It didn't. So there's like a $20 rebuild kit that replaces, this is basically just like a rod. There's a rod that goes in here, and then a little piston, a screw with a bunch of seals, spring, O-ring, and all that shit that just goes through this way. Ordered that. We don't need front brakes right this second. We've got some good strong back brakes. So I'm cool to ride with that. I'm not gonna go batshit crazy on it. I'm really new to a big platform like this, so I'm gonna take it easy, you know, get a feel for it. But anyways, what I do need to do, none of the bolts, because remember, oh, I got a new bolt for this, by the way, since this one's all chawed up. I got to run the tensioner bolts in, change this nut, hang the chain on. We got to change our front sprocket so we have a new one, and then we'll hang the chain. We need to torque down the pivot arm. It has like 3 different sets of bolts in it. I need to torque all those down. I need to torque this down. We found out we were missing a nut. Where was it? It's down here somewhere. It's one of the motor mount nuts we're missing. I ordered it. It must be on the other side. Yeah, right here. We're missing a nut there. I ordered that nut, so we'll put that on, torque it down, and then all the other ones looked okay. Looks like everything's there nice and tight. And then while I was playing with the front brakes yesterday, I noticed our front axle nut is not tight. So we'll tighten that down. Hopefully I have something this big. I don't think I do, but I will figure it out. And then other than that, that's about it. I think I gotta put the filter cage. There's a little cage thing that goes inside the filter to make it hold its shape. I ordered that. Got to put that in there. Bolt the seat down. Put the other shroud on. Should be able to ride. I went and found some Google website with all the torque specs on all the different nuts and bolts I just talked about, and basically all the important ones. Everything that controls the front wheels staying on, the motor staying in, and the rear swing arm and back tire staying on the bike. I looked up all those torque specs so we can make sure all that stuff isn't going to fly off, because that would probably hurt really bad. And also for Christmas, I got a gimbal from my mother-in-law, and it's made just for GoPros. And to one up that even more, they went and bought me another Hero 8 GoPro. So now I have another camera. So I think what I'm going to do is basically just keep this one on the gimbal at all times to do like some nice cinematic stuff and try to learn how to use it. This thing is tricky. I tried to learn a little bit. I've got an idea of it. It's just going to take practice and time playing with it. So you guys be sure to critique the shit out of me and talk shit on my cinematic gimbal work. And then other than that, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get everything together. I'm not going to update y'all through the process. Just get it all done. And then slap y'all on the helmet and we'll go for a ride. Well,
I was like,
it's all together. Left a little slack in the chain. Had it too tight at first, but thought it was going to be too tight, and then we ended up flipping this block, and then it gave us enough room to get the chain hooked. It seems a little snug when it's in gear, and it only goes in first and second, so I don't know if that's a thing to do with it can't go in the other gears unless it's running. I don't know, but we got everything put together. I'm gonna fire it up and put y'all on the helmet, see what happens. Rest in peace. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Carburetor needs a little tune.
Fucking noob.
Mooney, I can already hear Mooney. Bike's a big old handful for me. Can't figure the rear end out. It feels like it comes out from under me. Take it in on that oil leak. Don't want to speed too much. Good news. Got it all together. Drove out under its own power and pulled right back in under its own power. Nothing fell off. Nothing broke. I didn't eat shit. Almost did. Hit that tree. So, first ride. A, this is a big son of a bitch. B, it's really hard for me to tell just because of the balance of the bike. I've got to learn where I'm sitting on it. It's really hard to tell when the back tire is like locked up. Like there's no brakes. It's either rolling or locked up. And it's like, it doesn't stop. Like even if I hit the brake, it doesn't stop. So, and then, but I can feel like the rear end coming out. So I know the back brake's locked up. So that's probably just a learning thing, riding discipline thing I got to pick up on and learn. Looked over everything. I could smell oil right there at the end. So that's why I went ahead and called it. Plus I was kind of bored. This yard gets boring. As you can see, we still got a lot of cleaning up to do after the ice storm. But first ride, post-ride analysis, I'll say it feels okay. It rides good. It responds to throttle. It doesn't enjoy itself when it's cold. Once it warmed up, it responded to throttle when I hit it, not like a delay at the bottom, which I'm sure that the carb probably needs adjusted just a little bit. Back brakes stayed together, so everything I did the other night, half-assing, not paying attention, held together, did good on that. We've got an oil leak right here. I think this is the clutch side, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the other side. Anyways, we're leaking right up here by this bolt, and I can see a little piece of the gasket sticking out right here. So I think it just got split, probably blew out. So that's an easy fix. Just got to pull the brake down, pull it off, undo these, what is that, 6 screws, 7 screws, pull that cover off, change the gasket, put it back. Probably needs an oil change in the process, and if I'm not mistaken, the oil filter hides behind here, I think. So we'll do a little oil change, get that gasket fixed, and then I forgot I think this is just a case vent right here, and it blew oil all at the bottom of the tank. Not a bunch, but you can tell just like vents worth of oil, just venting oil. So I need to figure out what's supposed to go there. I'll look on Rocky Mountain, look at a diagram, get it on there. Other than that, dude, it rode good. Looking at the sight glass, it's still full of oil, so it didn't leak that much. It's just seeping. And I did kind of run it out and redline it, so that higher RPM probably is what pushed. Chain's good, rear end held together. I did notice the front forks kind of leak a little bit. So we might have a suspension rebuild here in the future. But other than that, it's good to go. I'm happy with it. So that's gonna be it. Where you going, boy?
I'm going to the pew place.
But yeah, boys, I reckon that's about it. Quick little merch plug. You already know we got the Among Us going on. We got the MattyXBuilds truck outline. We got the drop kind of sus popping. I still got the deal going on. If you buy, you can either buy 2 of the same one or buy 1 of each. I have a code set up on the website that if you buy 2 of the Among Us, whether it's, like I said, the same thing or 1 of each, it will come out to $10.07 for the 2 of them. I couldn't get it to even $10 because I had to do percentages and it won't let me do decimals. So, but basically they're $6.99 a piece. If you buy them both, then you get both of them for 10 bucks. So you save a couple bucks there. Other than that, still got beanies. They're not really moving, so I guess all the 30-40 people that said, dude, you need to do beanies, I guess they died. I don't know what happened, but I've sold like 4 beanies. That's it. So still got those in stock. Still got lanyards, still got air fresheners. So if you guys want to spend a little bit of that Christmas coin with your boy, help me fund this, help me pay that transmission and torque converter off, because by God, them bitches was expensive. And other than that, I haven't been doing my tape on the truck. We got a tablet mount. It's kind of shitty, but we got one. Still got to grease the suspension. Trans, well, that's a given now. Cut radiator tabs and mount it. We done that. We changed the plugs. We done that. We did the coolant system. Oh, this tape don't want to cooperate. It's like, no, work on me more. And a longer intake coupler. We did not do that, but we did find out how it's supposed to go. So we're gonna rip that off. So we're done with the motor. Done with it. I think I'm just gonna build, there's a little bracket that comes off of this right here. And I think I'm gonna rig up off of our mount that we had made for the coolant tank. I think I'm gonna rig up a little something to go right here to kind of just hold this intake up. And then I'm gonna have to figure out a filter, because that big honking filter does not fit right there. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. But yeah, boys, the truck's going good. Short of the transmission issue, but we've had a problem with everything. We thought our drive shaft was messed up, had to move the engine tranny back, had a head gasket leak, had to go back through the motor. Now we got a transmission problem, and we went back through the transmission. So I would think that's it. Oh, and we had to redo the suspension, the drop shackles and all that shit, and the shocks. Dude, I think we went through it all, boys. So we're coming to an end. Hopefully we can bring in the new year, get everything rolling, finally get this truck. We still are, whether it's on a trailer or not, this truck will be at LST. Whether it's painted or not, it will be at LST. A lot of y'all want to see this in person, and a lot of my following is in Texas and more in the southern half of Texas. So I'm going to bring it out to LST. It's a big truck show. A lot of people will get a chance to look at it. A lot of people come from out of state. Maybe I can get hooked up on a little partnership. Who knows? But yeah, other than that, hope y'all had a great Christmas and all that. And if there's some more religious holidays coming between now and New Year's that you celebrate, enjoy it. Have a good one. Merry, happy, whatever it is. I hope y'all enjoy it. And other than that, oh yeah, I put my stickers up. Got a couple more to do. But anyways, dude, I'm so bird-brained, it's ridiculous. Anyways, boys, that's it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. The few of you that did, I already know, because it's a dirt bike video and nobody wants to see that. If you made it to this point, I just had an idea. I'm going to clickbait the title. I'm going to screenshot when I'm editing. I'm going to screenshot the part where I was running into the tree and put first ride on the 250, big fail. And between my OGs and me, let's see if that gets the views up on the dirt bike video. Other than that, that's it, boys. If I don't make another video before New Year's, Happy New Year's. Don't get too fucked up, because you know, it's no fun if you just feel like shit the whole rest of the weekend. It's on a Friday this year, so I know everybody's gonna get tore up. Other than that, peace out, be human, and we will see you next time.